And welcome back to the Lisa Wexler Show, where we're broadcasting live from Ridge Hill Shopping Center in Yonkers, New York, a beautiful place combining luxury living with beautiful shopping. And we are right in front of Whole Foods, and you can come and walk and enjoy the beautiful fresh air. Isn't it turning out to be a beautiful day? And it hasn't rained. It's beautiful. It's just gorgeous here today. And I'm really loving doing this every single day, every single Friday, because I get to taste these marvelous food combinations. And the other day at the Best of Westchester, it wasn't the Best of Westchester. Where did I meet you, Katie?
The Best of Westchester party.
The best, you know, yep. I'll tell you the truth. My life is like, it's going by like a blur. Anyway, I thought I had met you before that and re-seen you at the Best of Westchester.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did meet each other at the Books and Cooks event at the Greenberg Library.
Thank you. I feel better.
That's
okay.
right.
Remember, I don't do anything with names, but I'm okay with faces. Anyway, it's true, and it's getting worse. So, Katie, you intrigued me because you are a food blogger, and you have a blog called Intoxicate.com.
Yep.
Tell me, and you're a young girl, how old are you?
31.
31, all right, you look 22. Good, keep it up.
Thank you.
So, Katie, first of all, what made you become a food blogger? Like, why?
Well, you know what? I have to be honest. It started when I was in middle school.
Middle school?
Middle school. My mother worked late, and I started with a box of macaroni and cheese. I made dinner for her once. She was so happy about that I just got involved with food since then. I started cooking and started writing about food.
Do you feel that you need to be a cook to write well about food?
I think it helps. If you have the kind of palate and you're open to trying new things, I think that works in your favor as well. But the cooking definitely helps.
So do you still cook a lot?
I do.
Do you like to entertain and cook for people?
Love to entertain.
And where do you get your ideas?
I think I get inspired by different chefs. There's so many wonderful things going on in Westchester.
How did you find that menu for the watermelon feta? That was unbelievable, which I was eating and devouring, actually.
Well, the great thing about the great thing about the farmers market is they actually have local.
They hand out the recipes.
They ask the local chefs to give the recipes.
That's such a nice thing.
It's really nice.
So now you know that food and food politics almost can't be separated. There's so much talk about food that it becomes almost a front page subject of conversation in every newspaper all the time. What are your attitudes about food?
My attitudes about food is that there's so many different trends going on right now. There's so many different interesting things that chefs are doing that are really innovative. We've got David DeBerry from the Cookery doing a food truck.
What's a food truck?
A food truck is basically it's a mobile restaurant.
Oh, it's like an old-fashioned,
right,
like on the streets of New York City.
Correct. Yeah, he does this one called.
Does it say halal?
It says donation. He actually gives proceeds from the proceeds from selling the pizzas from his pizza truck.
And how well can you make pizza on a truck?
You know, I have to tell you, I've tried it, and it's absolutely delicious.
Is it delicious?
It's delicious.
Okay.
And then you also have, someone like Eric Horn, who does Good Life Gourmet in Irvington, and he's doing these pop-up restaurants. He picks two chefs, they pick a location, and they put together a menu that's really fantastic. And it's just a pop-up restaurant.
Now, where do you live?
I live in Tarrytown.
And so do you make it your business to inspect the food scene going on in Westchester County?
Absolutely.
All right, so you'll have to be my expert. So if I want to go out on a Saturday night, well, give me some recommendations of restaurants. By the way, that Havana place is amazing.
Great.
It's really great, right?
Yeah, they
based
make
on the food
Cuban.
that I ate, it was unbelievable.
It's delicious.
What other places do I want to know about?
I also love Fortina.
Where is that?
That is in Armonk. It just opened.
Oh.
It's delicious.
I've eaten at the Modern Barn.
Oh, I love Modern Barn.
I do too. I really do. But 14 is in the same area? Because how big is Armonk? You could spit and you're at the other side of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Modern Barn is they're actually having a beer and barnacles event next Wednesday.
Now, what does that mean?
It's just, I know, it's a kind of interesting concept,
I'm thinking about barnacles and they don't sound that appetizing.
They're doing like past hors d'oeuvres and they're going to be serving beer and it all goes to the Armonk Firehouse.
But why would you call it beer and barnacles?
I didn't ask them that question, but I think it's their second or third year doing it.
All right.
So,
it's a sort of a tradition
I guess,
for them.
Yeah.
All right, Fortina.
Yes.
All right, do you need reservations at these places?
I would definitely recommend a rough reservation at Fortina. They're very busy right now.
Okay.
They just opened. It's very packed. It's very much a scene.
Okay, very good, very good. And speaking of scenes, where's the single scenes around Westchester County?
Village Social.
Village Social?
Village Social
Where
is
is
the place
that?
to be. That's in Mount Kisco.
Mount Kisco.
Yes, for sure.
And is it open late at night? What makes it a scene?
It's got a very good crowd that goes there, and it's got a very good singles crowd that goes there. It's fun. It's just a great environment.
Are you single?
I am not.
Okay. I just wondered if I was asking the right person. So how do you know?
Well, I'm not married yet, but I am
okay.
not
You're
single.
Engaged.
No, not
No,
even
you're not?
that yet. So, I mean, maybe you could put a word in there.
I will try and do that. All right. So, because, it's really interesting that you would say you're not single and yet you're not engaged and you're not married.
Right.
So I think that that's a very interesting thing for single women to be saying. Because when I was growing up in the dark ages, we were single until we were married.
Yeah.
Not even single until we were engaged. We were single until we were married. We might say, I'm single, but I'm not sure I'm available because maybe it's the real thing. But we would answer the question by saying that we were single.
Oh. Well, this is the real thing. This is the real thing.
This is the real thing?
This is the real thing. So we're heading in that direction.
You are heading. Does he know that too?
Yeah, he knows
okay,
that.
that's good.
Yeah, I hope so. He knows it now, if anything.
I'm glad he knows that too. Well, that's good. That's good. Is he a good guy?
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy?
He's a great guy.
Does he like to eat too?
He loves to eat.
Yeah?
He's a really good partner in that way. He's very supportive, and he comes to all
Eating
the
is the easy
restaurants.
part. Does he cook?
He does cook.
Oh,
you know
well,
what?
that's even better.
He cooks a really amazing blueberry pancake breakfast.
How sweet.
Yes.
Literally.
So,
That's
yes.
very nice.
Yeah.
Well, in my next life, and my husband knows this, my next husband will cook in my next life. Hopefully it'll be in my next life that I have my next husband. But if we're in this one, I would want him to cook. Let's put it that way. Because in my house, I do the lion's share of cooking, which means if I don't feel like it, we don't eat all that well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because to eat well, you have to cook.
Well, what's your go-to dish? If you're coming
Chicken.
home-
Always chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken. Roast chicken, and then any kind of vegetable there is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
love
sounds
vegetables.
good.
Chicken and vegetables. That's what I live on.
My favorite.
Is that your favorite too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I've eaten a lot of birds. I estimated once about 10,000. I think I've eaten about 10,000 chickens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think Stu Leonard's is a stone's throw away from me right here across from Ridge Hill. Stu Leonard's is responsible for a lot of those birds. No, it's true. Yeah.
They've got great food there. Great food.
Yeah. I do. So now tell me about the blogging. Are you like Julie and Julia blogger? Do you blog about cooking as well as eating out?
I do recipes. I also do like tips for drinks. We do recipes for cocktails. We do book
to make your
reviews.
own, like for your own party. That's
Yep.
a good thing because as a non-drinker, I never know what to do about that issue. I only put a couple of bottles of wine out, but some of these drinks are very pretty looking. They look complicated to make.
And they're most of them are fairly simple.
Yes.
You just have to know what to buy.
Okay.
And you can make some really, really great drinks. One of my favorite things this summer is, I believe it's Poland Springs has this new line of summer flavors for their seltzer water. One of them is the cucumber melon. Throw a little vodka on that, a few little, slices of melon or cucumber.
And it looks pretty.
And it looks beautiful, and it's so refreshing for summer.
That's very nice. Cucumber melon. I even like the combination.
Right.
But I was just eating something like that. That's probably why. I have to throw in a little feta cheese, but it wouldn't be good in the drink.
No, I don't think so.
Would not be good in the drink. So now you said you're an adventurous eater.
I am.
Okay, so what foods or what combinations of foods, if any, would you just completely not eat?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't think, strange proteins. I think I'm going to stay
Horse
away
meat,
from.
you wouldn't
Horse
do.
meat, probably
Even though
not.
horse meat is served in France.
Right.
But it's very controversial
You know what?
here.
I think if I was in France, I might try it.
You might try it.
I might try it, but I draw
That's
the
an
line.
adventurous person.
And anything
I would not
like-
try it anywhere ever.
I think like dog is not
Never.
not yeah
Like never.
No, I
No.
would I have a little Papillon.
You have to cover
named
Sugar's
Linus.
ears.
Yeah, please.
Really, I think
I
she just
can't.
almost had a heart attack. She's sitting on my lap right now. Yeah. So, okay, so you wouldn't go that adventurous in terms
Right.
of proteins.
Right.
But what about spices?
Spices, I'll do anything.
You will.
I really
You'll
will.
try any kind of spice.
We'll try anything.
What about any kind of sweet? In other words, are you okay with calories and just tasting something that might be very fattening?
No, that's totally fine.
Okay.
I have no problem with that
You have
whatsoever.
no problem. So how do you keep your beautiful figure?
I work out a lot.
You do?
Yes.
So you figure you have to pay the piper for the enjoyment you have the rest of the time.
Exactly. And when I'm not eating out, I'm trying to really make healthy decisions.
That's really hard to do. What's your favorite kind of chocolate?
I like dark chocolate.
Yeah, me too.
But you know
But
what
I'll
I love?
eat other kinds.
Yeah, I know. I'll eat anything. But I love like the sweet and savory. Like I love it when they do like a salted caramel chocolate.
I don't
love
like that.
You don't like that?
No.
Oh, I love it. I love it when they do the combo. I don't have much of a sweet tooth.
But I do like nuts with my chocolate.
Oh, I love nuts with my chocolate.
Like
That's
almonds
true.
with whatever else. Do you know what I ate last night? I finished the chocolate chips.
You
The
finished
semi-sweet Nestle chocolate chips was pretty much my dinner last
right out of the bag?
Right out of the bag.
Love it.
Finished them.
Love it.
You love it?
I love it.
I didn't think it was the best choice.
Well,
but it was what was near. And it was chocolate. And I had to have it.
You need to have like some of those. You need to have something like the snackable that's a little bit on the healthier side.
That would be
you
good.
Have it ready to go.
That would really be good.
Pick up some cherries.
When I bought the semi-sweet morsels, I didn't think I was going to be eating them by the tablespoon. Kate, your blog again is Intoxicate?
Yes, Intoxicate with a K.
Intoxicate, INTOXIKATE.com. Katie Schlientz, thanks so much for being
Thank you so much.
Our Be Around Town, Go Around Town. So tomorrow night, Fortina. And where else?
Village Social.
And Village Social. Thanks so much, Katie Schlientz.
Thank you.
You're listening to The Lisa Wexler Show. We'll be right back.